students. Today we deal with the chapter that is Introduction to Chemical Thermodynamics. So regarding thermodynamics chapter you will be studying in your first year classes. So we are just seeing regarding introduction of thermodynamics. So now what is mean by thermodynamic as the name indicates? Thermo means temperature or heat. Okay. Dynamics means flow or movement. So that will be considered as dynamic. So now thermodynamic in the sense flow of heat or movement of heat, that can be considered as thermodynamic. So thermodynamics primarily deals into mechanical energy, in the sense conversion will take place from heat energy to mechanical energy. The conversion will take place, so that will be considered as thermodynamics. Generally, thermodynamic it refers to the changes, it goes with any of the systems. Okay, so it just the changes will take place from one form of energy to another form of energy, so that will be considered as thermodynamic. Specifically here, why we are mentioning with the heat energy, because thermo which represents heat and dynamic which represents the flow. So the flow of heat from like heat energy when it transfers into mechanical energy, so the consideration will be done by thermodynamics. So some of the examples, while running or while doing some of the work, what will happen in your body? Some of the chemical reaction will take place. Okay, so the reaction will take place in your body, so that it releases some amount of energy, so that energy will help you to do some of the work. In the same way, we will go with the vehicle. In vehicle, what will happen there? Combustion of petrol or diesel, it will take place. Combustion of petrol or diesel, which is nothing but a chemical energy, right? So due to that combustion, while combustion will take place, it releases some amount of heat. So that heat energy will be used as mechanical energy. In the sense, generally we will say, so their chemical energy has been transformed into heat energy. So that heat energy has transformed into mechanical energy. So which will be utilized in vehicles and all. So the next example, if you see the train. Okay, so the same thing will happen over here. The charcoal, when it undergoes combustion, so again the chemical energy, so when it releases heat, that heat energy will be used to go with, in the sense, working of train. In the sense, it turns into mechanical energy over there. So again, if you go with flight, aeroplanes and all, the same thing will happen. There also fuel. Okay, so it will go for combustion and then conversion into heat energy. Later it will turn into mechanical energy, so that it can help to fly. So generally here all the examples what we have seen now, their chemical energy has transformed into heat energy. Again that heat energy has been transformed into mechanical energy. Okay, which will help to do any of the work. Now if you go with one more example, graphite. Okay, so it can convert into diamond. Okay, graphite. So conversion can be you can convert into diamond. So what will happen? We also say the chemical reaction will take place, so that the more amount of heat energy will be given. So you can say thermodynamics not only like a releasing of heat, it can be done with by absorbing of heat also. So here this graphite, it absorbs more amount of heat, almost 1500 degrees Celsius heat will be given to convert it into diamond. So that conversion also will take place over here. So the heat will be like heat amount, it can be absorbed and it can be released also. Now we will go with the thermodynamic system. Okay, on what basis we are going to learn this thermodynamic concept? So it mainly goes with system, surroundings and boundary. So these are the, these three will be considered as thermodynamic system. It should have a system, it should have a surrounding, and it should have particular boundary between system as well as surrounding. So that will be considered as thermodynamic system. Now what is mean by system? System is nothing but, so where you are going to do some observation, so that will be considered as system. For example, if I take this room, now this can be, I want to observe or I want to see the changes what will take place in this. Okay, so what this will be considered as system. Okay, because I want to do some observation under this, so this will be considered as system, and the whole thing will be considered in this room. Other than this, okay, everything will be considered as surrounding. So next The next one we are going to see what is meant by system as well as surrounding. So now what is meant by system? So system, it is a part of universe, so which is under thermodynamic study, and the rest of universe is called as surrounding. So as I said, system is nothing but it is a part of thermodynamic, and where you are going to study or on what topic, okay, or on what matter you are going to study, so that will be considered as a system. Other than that which is present in the universe, that will be considered as surrounding. Now what is meant by boundary? So it can be real or it can be like imaginary. Okay, anything it can be. So it is a surface which separates a system as well as surrounding. So that will be considered as boundary. So which places between the system as well as surroundings, that will be considered as boundary. And now we are going to see the types of systems. So mainly generally we goes with the three types of systems. That one will be known as open system, closed system and isolated system. Okay, so very important. So the types of systems are open system, closed system as well as isolated system. So the next we are going to see what is meant by those types. So the first one is open system. What is meant by open system? So a system where exchange of both matter as well as energy should take place to the surrounding. Okay, so there is a system. It will be considered as a system. So in that, its matter as well as energy also should convert, or it should be, what is that? It should be exchanged. Remember, okay? So it should be exchanged between the surrounding also. That will be considered as open system. So we'll go with example. What is meant by like open system? For example, tea will be taken in teacup. Okay, so here the energy, heat energy will go for, say this is a system. Okay, your teacup, it is a system. Okay, so now here energy can transfer or it can be exchanged with the surrounding. So the other part will be considered as surrounding. So it will be exchanged with the surrounding. Okay, heat energy will be exchanged with the surrounding. In the same way, the particle whatever you will take, the matter whatever you will take, so that also will be exchanged with the surrounding. Sometimes, for example, you are taking hot water in glass. Okay, so the same thing, after some time if you check what will happen, okay, that hotness whether it will be there in that glass, no, okay, it will reduce. Why it is so? Because that glass, whatever it contains, in the sense water it contains, hot water it contains, in the sense that will be, in the sense that matter as well as energy will be exchanged to the surrounding. Okay, so evaporation will take place as well as heat, in the sense changing energy will take place. So heat energy has been given or exchanged with the surrounding. So this is an example for open system. Next with the closed system. So where only energy will exchange but not the matter. No, matter will never exchange. So example, if you go hot water, take it in a beaker. Okay, so if it is open, it goes with the open system where energy as well as matter both will get exchanged. But if you just close it with the lid, so by that what will happen? Hot water in the sense the energy can be transferred to the system. Okay, so it can be exchanged with the surrounding, but not the matter. Okay, matter it will never exchange with the surroundings. So hot water, if you will take, what will happen if you close it with the lid? By that time the matter, the vaporization can be seen, but it will take place within the beaker, within the system itself. Okay, it will not go out. The matter will not go out, but the energy, that heat energy, it can be exchanged with the surrounding. Okay, so you can touch and see the particle which is present in the, not particle, the energy, heatness or the hotness can be seen in that glass also. Next, isolated system where both your matter as well as energy will not be exchanged with the surrounding. Okay, so from a system, your matter as well as energy both should not get exchanged. Then you are going to call it as isolated system. Example, your thermal flask. You might have seen why you are using thermal flask, so that hotness of water will remain for longer time. So what will happen there? Energy also will not get released. Okay, as well as that matter also, the content, because it is closed system, right? Okay, so matter also will not get released. Energy also will not get released because it has consists of certain layers where it will not allow that energy to move up. So this kind of system we are are going to call it as isolated system, where matter also will not be exchanged as well as energy will not be exchanged with the surrounding. So that kind of examples we are going to consider as isolated system. So mainly three types: open system, closed system, and your isolated system. Now, nature of heat and work. So when a change in the state of system occurs, energy is transferred to the surrounding or from the surrounding. Okay, from the surrounding you are going to get the heat or energy, that which I have already explained the examples of your graphite where the conversion into dielectric takes place. So this energy may be transferred as heat or it can be transferred in terms of mechanical work also. So either it can be transferred in terms of heat, energy transformation, or in terms of work also will be done. So based on that, the conversion, okay, sign conversion of heat in the sense, because as I said, the conversion will take place with the heat as well as sometimes it goes with the worker. So now, if heat is absorbed by the system, then you are going to give sign. So this is very important. This will help when you do for, go with calculation and all. So now, when the heat is absorbed, by then the sign you are going to give positive. You might have learned regarding endothermic and exothermic. Endo in the sense what heat or the energy will be absorbed. By then energy is absorbed in the sense by then you are supposed to show with the positive sign. So energy is released in the sense exothermic when it will be done. Energy is going out, right? So that will be represented by negative sign. So Q, which is helps to represent the heat of absorption. Okay. So if it is absorbed, you are going to show with the positive sign, and if it is released, in the sense exothermic procedure when it takes place, by that time it should be shown with the negative sign. Now regarding work also we are going to give positive as well as negative sign. So how it is possible? If work done will be done, in the sense work is done on the system, here only work is done, then you are going to give positive sign. If work is done by the system, by using of this system, you are going to do some work, so that will be considered as minus. Okay. So in question they will mention work is done on the system. By then you should notice that also whether work is done on the system or by the system. According to that, the sign goes. So if the work is done on this system, okay, from the system work is done in a sense, then you are going to give positive. If by using of this system any work is done, then you are going to give the negative sign. For this, examples as well as some more concepts regarding all those things will be learning over here. Okay. The next concept which will be considered as internal energy. Internal energy of a system that will be represented by capital U. Remember, internal energy of a system which will be represented by capital U. So here what is meant by internal energy? It is the sum of all the forms of energy associated with the system. Now a system in the sense there the changes will take place with different kinds of energy. It can be like heat energy, it can be like vaporization will take place, anything. Work done will be done sometime. Okay, so anything it can be. Sometimes number of molecules will change. Okay, so any kind of changes which will take place in the system, those all the kinds of changes you are going to take some of it. Okay, you are going to add all the kinds of energy which will take place in the system. So that will be considered as internal energy. So it is the sum of all energy which is associated or which will be done in a system. So that will be considered as internal energy. U, very important. And regarding, this is our last slide. So where it explains regarding state 1 as well as state 2, change with internal energy, delta U. Delta, when it represents, what does it mean? Changes, where it takes place. Either change in heat or change in system. Okay, so delta mainly it represents changes. Okay, so here delta U. U means what? Internal energy. So delta represents changes in internal energy. So when that changes will take place, when the reactant is there as well as product is there. In the sense, initial stage, what will be the internal energy? After the reaction, after the work done, what will be the internal energy in product? So that will be considered as the changes. Now the changes has been taken place. Before, how the internal energy will be there, the same won't be there after doing the work, it will change, right? Okay, so here it represents delta U, it will be represented represented as delta U. So here what will happen? Straight line here you are going to apply pressure by using your piston. You just apply pressure. Here number of gas molecules are there. Okay. So now what will happen when the work done in the sense now apply pressure. So this will be considered as initial state. Okay. So here some changes will be there in the energy that you take it as U1. Okay. U1 is nothing but energy, internal energy of the reactor which is present in the system in the initial state. Now, as I said, some work should be done in a sense by using of piston, apply pressure. Okay, some amount of pressure you apply by that. Again, the changes in energy. Okay, in the internal system, the changes can be seen. Okay, so that will be considered as U2. Changes in energy will take place. Changes in internal energy will take place. Considered as U2. That is nothing but internal energy of the product. So when you do the minus in the sense when you subtract the internal energy of the product minus internal energy of the reactant, we get to know what is the changes that has been done from the initial stage to the final stage. So this is regarding delta U, change in internal energy. So regarding introduction of thermodynamics we have learned. Okay, so still more, the further facts which will come under this thermodynamics, very important chapter it is, that you will be studying over here. Okay, and you will come to first. Thank you.